workers involved in his case for appalling malpractice. One was found to have given false information about him to a magistrate. It's claimed they were trying to get him locked up in a mental hospital. It's still not clear why this might have been the case. Well, tonight it's emerged that a completely false accusation that he raped a child has been on his social services file for decades, influencing, he says, how the authorities have dealt with him since. Today, Mr. Watson received a letter from the council admitting this mistake and confirming that no such sex attack ever took place. Well, our Home Affairs correspondent, Steve Brodie, is with me. Steve, is this a conspiracy or just a terrible mistake?
Well, whatever it is, Chris, is an extraordinary story. The case that Selburn Watson makes is that when he came to England in 1961, he got involved with people in high places and gained sensitive information. And ever since then, he's been targeted by the authorities, whoever they may be.
Well, whatever lies behind this, we aren't able to go into it yet for legal reasons, are we not? It's clearly a dreadful situation to be in, facing all this error and misinformation about him.
Oh, indeed. There's no doubt about it. To be treated in this way by social workers and indeed a psychiatrist is almost unbelievable. And today I spoke to Selburn's son Michael, and he said for the first time in many years, the record on his father is finally being put straight.
I'm disgusted, yeah. But basically my father was put into the care of these people. He relied on them to do their job, and as such they have failed to do so in the most miserable way possible. On top of that, he has been made to feel as though he's been assassinated, his character been destroyed. I mean, I've lived with them all my life, and well, anyone can admit that to see their parent break down so deeply it's not something that everyone wants to see.
Well, what have the authorities been saying about this?
Well, for a start, Bristol City Council admitted on this programme last night that they'd definitely erred, malpractice across the board. Today, support groups who've been looking after Selburn Watson say it's hardly surprising that he was treated badly if people thought on his record that he was a child rapist.
I believe that everything else that's happened, such as was referred to in yesterday's report, and the issues that he's experienced with his housing, are all connected to the prejudicial views that have been held about him by the different agencies of the council, which have been shown to be unfounded.
So what's going to happen now?
Well, Bristol City Council are holding another inquiry, this time an internal disciplinary inquiry into the actions of their social workers and indeed the consultant psychiatrist, and that will report. Really what will happen is how much money will he get? With this fresh revelation that he was treated in this way means that he's looking at a very large settlement for damages. But what he wants is to be put back in his house in Denby Street. He wants to be rehoused, where he can find